What is going on, Wolfpack? I hope you're having a great day, and I do suspect that crypto is about to get very, very interesting. I'm going to break some of this down for you so that you can see what's going on, and then you can make a determination for yourself whether you agree with that or not. But listen, in my opinion, Saitama Wolfpack, SWP, is ready for an absolute banger of a time, but there are complicated things that have been preventing it from happening. I'm going to break those down for you so that you know what they are, and then from there, let's build up and figure out what that next step is. Now, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Let's go. All right, first of all, Trump has signed an order to establish the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Now, this order was to use, and by the way, you might have wondered why the market dumped so hard. Well, it was a buy the rumor, sell the news sort of event. That's what it turned out to be. Everybody was expecting it. Because people were expecting it and it wasn't surprising, then it caused a massive dump. Now, that was an opportunity to buy back in. Has anything fundamentally changed about the market? Well, yes. And I think that people now have come back from the ledge, if you will, and they're looking and they're wondering what's going to happen. Now, the tariffs have been paused for another 30 days, so that was a good thing for the markets. However, I think the markets are looking at it and they're trying to price it in, and they're not really happy with what they're seeing. So until Trump gets a handle on the actual U.S., the economy, and not the bells and whistles portion of, send people back to a different country, those kind of things right there, look, they get votes, but they're not helping crypto. So we don't have anything that's helping crypto right now. And that's affecting Solana. And the fact that Solana is being affected by it is affecting SWP just a little bit. But look, we're up 5x from where we started. So we're still feeling really, really good about all. Okay, so let's talk about that. So we've signed the executive order for the strategic Bitcoin reserve. It's only seized Bitcoin at this point, and then there's going to be an asset stockpile that'll also be available that Donald Trump has also signed in as an executive order. And in the event that that takes place, and in the event that that happens, then there are a lot of different cryptos that are going to show up in that wallet. So it could be a great opportunity for the United States. That's not for crypto, though. That's the United States. And that's part of why we're not pumping right now. So let's move on to Saitama Wolfpack, and let's get a little clarity here about what's going on. So what we've seen is a breakdown of that chart structure. Now that chart structure, by the way, was incredibly aggressive. Did I expect this to last forever? No. Did I expect it to break down? Well, I was hoping for something different in the market, in all honesty. That's what I was hoping for, that instead of breaking down in this direction and Solana only being 145, I really thought that Solana at this point would be at about 170, 180, probably pushing towards that 200 level one more time. I really thought that the markets would absorb this and that we would start to see a really good and robust sort of move, but we didn't see that yet. It doesn't change fundamentally what's going on here. I think that we're still going to see it. And by the way, let me also point out that, what we got again happening here is if you just name something Elon and you start pumping it, then, it's going to last for a day. Or BSR, any kind of words that you can put together that make it look like Elon's involved or somebody like that, then you're going to get a nice little pump out of it. But these are not long-term plays like SW. So, you do see some of that, and that's the crazy people in that risk-based market just trying to steal your liquidity. I mean, really, that's what it is. They will find their way back over to SWP in short order. Nonetheless, there hasn't been, if you look over here, there's been some sell for the day, for the 24-hour period. So it hasn't been a good run in the last 24 hours. Couple little sells, nothing huge, by the way, nothing huge. But what we're looking for is we're looking for the number of buys and the total volume to outweigh the sells, and then that is how that's how you get that pump, right? So hopefully we'll start to get that move. We're back up to 1.1 cents, and again, I do sense a breakout as soon as Solana starts to run, SWP starts to run. And the reason that I say that, it comes back down to the very same thing that I've said every single time. It's this total over here on the radium supply. 4.2 million right now, but only 45,000 to buy up that entire supply. That's, by the way, don't forget that the order book is going to fill first. So there are going to be some buy and sell orders that are out there. So probably not 45,000, probably more like 55 or 60,000 to get to the spot where radium runs out. So that's what we're hoping to see. We're hoping to see radium run out. And if that happens, then we get into a supply, and that supply squeeze is great for price action. Now, we were hoping it happened a little faster. It just didn't happen that way, but it still could. So, or it still will. I shouldn't say could. It definitely will happen. Right now, it's just a matter of getting this thing, getting this out here, getting new people involved, getting new investors in, and then boom, watching that absolute breakout sort of take off. We're at 2,200 holders, by the way. Going back over here, we were at 2,211. So we've added 9 new holders in the last 7 days. Not what you want to see. You want to see more holders being added. But here's the thing. The whole market has been in the same thing. You guys have seen the markets. You've seen the dumps that we've had. So to keep adding new holders during a trying time in the market is not a bad thing. And by the way, from yesterday to today, we actually added 5 of those new holders, whereas before it was only like 1 a day. So there are people moving in. They understand what's going on with SWP. Now, as far as the rest of it goes, February 27 is when we had the last big hype thing for the cartoon. There's going to be another one coming very, very soon. Captain Adam Shelton has a new video up on it. Huge week ahead. I think this was Earlswood that was hosting this, but what is ultimately going to happen here? And look, I can't tell you exactly how this market is going to play out. As much as I try, the market doesn't want to be discovered. So, not sure exactly how it's going to play out, but I can tell you a few things. First, altcoin season. We're not in altcoin season, and thank you to CoinMarketCap. They've put up an altcoin season index, so it's a little easier to track, and I don't need to go to multiple different places. This tells you what the power of Bitcoin is versus the altcoins. And then, what the average is. Look at this, altcoin season was 87 in December. Right now, this is at 14. This is the time to buy. This right here is the time to buy tons of altcoins because that pairing has been unfavorable right now. So, this would lead to SWP being one of those things. Like, this is the time to accumulate right now because it won't stay this way for long. Also, volume. If you look here, the volume has just consistently been coming down. We're looking at it, but look here on the 7-day. You had a nice little spike over here on the 3rd to get up to 300 million volume, but then since then, just coming down, 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 down. The markets are freezing people out. We haven't had that explosive move that we're looking for. We haven't had that break, and we need that breakout. We really need that break. So the strategic reserve, all the little pieces. And by the way, when you zoom out here, it's a 30-day number. Okay, so let's be clear here. In February, through most of February, look at all the low volume that we had in spot trading that then spiked over here, dumped over here, spiked up over here, came down. But it looks like to me that it's moving in a positive direction. And if I do this, it's down here, it's down here, it's down here, it's down here, it's down here. So that looks to me like a big smile. So it looks like it looks like the bottoms, when you start to kind of weigh them out, it looks like we are in the right direction. This was a kind of a top up here. I don't see any kind of trend, but if you look at it maybe from this perspective here, I don't know, maybe price squeeze, maybe that's a squeeze that's happening right now. And maybe we're going to see a parabolic run. Today is the day for the Saitama Wolfpack to really show out and attract new investors, because at the end of today, there's going to be a crypto summit. So if we're going to be part of the crypto summit, but if we're showing out during the crypto summit, then 3 cents is right in hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very simple to get right here. Look at where we are, 1 million market cap. Almost 100,000 in liquidity. It's just that easy. All we need to do is attract new people and new investors. And guess what? Starting to see 147.84. It looks like Solana is starting to move just a little bit. Now, again, 170, 180, that's where we need to see for a real breakout. And then we need to see a breakout on Solana, maybe go to 200, 250 to 300. That's when altcoin season. That's when we start to see this really heat up. But we need to see Solana get that breakout one more time. If we do, then this thing could go crazy. So that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. SWP, the Wolfpack, guys. It is going to get crazy in here. I promise. It is going to get crazy. It is just a matter of time now. The clock is ticking. Unfortunately, I don't know when it's going to say. So you let me know what you think. When will it say 0? Post down here and we'll talk. It's not financial advice.